When you saw the title of this video, you might have expected another vibe coding tutorial showing Cursor, Lovable, Claude Code, or any other latest AI tools, but this is actually different. Let's rewind. The terms of vibe coding took off after Andre Karpathy's tweet describing a new way of coding powered by AI, where you let the AI handle most of the work and gets into the vibes. Admittedly, most developers today are using AI in their preferred IDEs, whether that's a Cursor, VS Code, or something else. Because AI is getting so good at writing code, but there are real risks. Just last month, Lovable reported that users were pasting private Supabase API keys directly into chat, leading to over 1,200 private keys being exposed every single day. It's a stark reminder, vibe coding, without a caution, can create massive security holes. When these apps go into production, those risks multiplied. Are we entering an era of creating an enormous amount of AI-generated slop? 2 engineers now can create a tech debt at the scale of 50. So, while vibe coding can supercharge your productivity, it also demands a new level of self-awareness and responsibility. Don't let the vibes put your project or your users at risk. That's why we started this series, Vibe Coding from Noob to Pro. We are here to help you harness AI to boost your productivity and become a true 10x engineer, product manager, or designer. But it's not just about the speed. We will guide you through the best practices for taking your product from MVP to production ready. In these courses, I will show you the winning strategies and key principles for shipping products that go beyond vibe coding and are truly ready for real-world users. Throughout the series, we will dive into critical steps like database migrations, row-level security, test coverage, CI/CD, and secret management, everything you need to confidently ship your app from a lovable prototype to a robust, production-ready application that can scale to millions of users. Here's what we will build: a modern education and consulting platform on data and AI with a landing page to showcase our mission, subscription, and pricing tiers, an email newsletter, video courses, a blog, and a vibrant community page where users can submit posts, join discussions, and track their course progress. We will also cover user management, settings, password changes, Stripe webhooks for subscription and payment management, database migrations, and more. By the end of these courses, you will move beyond just prompting AI or building quick V0 prototypes. You will become a professional vibe coder who can confidently ship production-ready products 10 times faster than before. In this very first episode, I want to share what I believe are the true winning strategies and key principles for thriving as a developer in the age of AI-driven, fast-delivered software. While our main goal is to help you transform your vibe-coded prototypes into production-ready products, it's just as important to understand the mindset and habits that set the top engineers apart. Winning strategy number 1, pick the stack you know best. There are tons of AI coding tools and IDE out there: VS Code with Copilot, Cursor, windsurf, V0, Replit, Lovable, even command line tools like Claude Code or Gemini CLI. My best advice: use what you know. Don't get distracted by hype. If VS Code is your comfort zone, stick with it until you hit the real limitations and actually need something more. Mastery comes from going deep, not chasing trends. The tools matters less than your understanding of the problem. Personally, I still use VS Code with Copilot most of the time. I've tried Cursor and Windsurf. They have more features, like better context management and their own fine-tuned models for different tasks. But honestly, VS Code with GitHub Copilot with a $10 subscription, especially with the new Copilot instructions file, code-based indexing, and agentic workflows, is still the most practical and affordable option for me. For front-end prototyping, I use V0. There are a bunch of competing tools: V0, Lovable, Replit, Bolt. When I started this course, I tested both V0 and Lovable with the same prompts and got the similar results. But I picked the V0 because I'm more familiar with Next.js stack and I like the server-side rendering. Plus, V0 is made by the same team as Vercel, so you get optimized one-click deployment, which is a big advantage for startups and small teams. If you are curious about how V0 and Lovable compare, V0 is a tightly integrated with the Next.js ecosystem and Vercel, making it ideal for full-stack app with flexible backend options and easy deployment. It uses the app router, supports the server components, and comes with the Tailwind CSS and chassis and UI components out of the box. You get seamless backend support with Next.js app routers, server actions, and can connect to databases like Supabase, Neon, and Upstash. Lovable, on the other hand, is more focused on React with a client-side routing. It lets you choose between Chakra UI or Daisy UI for styling, but the backend is more limited, mainly Supabase Edge functions and SDK, and it only supports Supabase as a database. For now, you can still deploy to Vercel or Netlify. For database, I just use Supabase, which is a fully managed Postgres service. You can spin up a Supabase database for free, and it will scale as your business grows. For backend, if I need heavy data or AI features, I will use Python, Fast API specifically. Otherwise, for things like community pages or blogs, I stick with Next.js API routes. That's my stack, and that's what I will be using throughout these courses. Winning strategy number 2, build a repeatable workflow. Every pro has a workflow. Whether you are building web apps, mobile apps, or data pipelines, having a clear, repeatable process saves time and reduces mistakes. I will show you my workflow, but remember, adapt it to fit your style. The key is consistency. Here's my typical workflow. Step number 1, brainstorm and requirements. I start by prompting ChatGPT or using Copilot chat in VS Code to brainstorm product ideas and draft the requirements. Sometimes if I'm on the go, like on a train or bus, I will use voice input to capture ideas when I don't have access to my keyboard. This step covers user stories, tech stack choices, schema designs, UI UX requirements, and color palettes. I save everything in a single chat conversation that can be saved later as a system prompt for easy reference. Step number 2, rapid prototyping. Once I'm happy with the spec, I use V0 to generate the first prototype. V0 can read the specification and even Figma files and quickly scaffold the UI. I iterate rapidly in the V0 chat window, refining components and layout. Step number 3, local development. After prototyping, I download or clone a repo to my local machine. Although V0 supports Supabase integrations, I prefer managing backend features like database and Stripe payments myself for better security and flexibility. I use VS Code with GitHub Copilot for backend development, managing database migrations in the terminal, and save prompt instructions in a .github folder. Step number 4, pre-commit and testing. Before committing, I develop unit tests, run pre-commit hooks and the local build checks to ensure everything works. Only then I do pull requests and push to the remote GitHub repository. Step number 5, deployment. With Vercel's one-click deployment, updates to the main branch triggers automatic deployments. This keeps the release process fast and reliable. Last step, task tracking iteration. For ongoing improvements, I use tools like Trello, Jira, or Asana to track features and bugs. I pull updates locally, make changes, and repeat the workflow. This repeatable process helps me ship faster, avoid mistakes, and stay organized from idea to production. Winning strategy number 3, commit code obsessively. AI is powerful but not yet perfect. Frequent commits are your safety net. If something breaks, you can always roll back. Don't wait for big milestones. Commit early, commit often. This habit will save you hours of debugging. In a recent Y Combinator interview with Vyron Mohan, the CEO of Windsurf, here's what he said.
Maybe the most important aspect is commit your code like as frequently as possible. I think that maybe that's like the big sort of tip there. And
winning strategy number 4, always a plan before your code. Jumping in without a plan leads to messy code and wasted time. Here's how I normally go about coding with AI Copilot. At the beginning of developing a feature, I ask it to read the feature requirements and create a plan before writing any code. Copilot will use the default instructions from Copilot instructions.md, but this is also the time to add more specific prompts for particular parts of the system. For example, I have a supabase.prompt.md file that tells Copilot where to save Supabase migration files and which SDK to use. This is important because, for instance, Supabase/author helpers Next.js has already been deprecated, and if I don't specify, Copilot will actually use it based on outdated training data. By providing a clear prompt, I ensure Copilot uses the latest Supabase/SSR package for server-side authentication, following the latest best practices. Copilot is smart enough to read the SDK documentation online and follow these instructions. Winning strategy number 5, context engineering over prompt engineering. AI has real limitations. Context windows are real. You need to use that space wisely. Your experience matters. Decide what to include, what to leave out, and how to break problems into manageable chunks. Managing context is now as important as coding itself. Our most respected Andre Karpathy is back to endorse winning strategy number 5. He recently endorsed the idea of context engineering as the evolution of prompt engineering. Context engineering is the skillful process of filling the AI's context window with the right mix of instructions, examples, and relevant data. It's much more than just writing prompts. It's about orchestrating the right information at the right time for the right task. This means thinking carefully about what the model truly needs to perform optimally. Winning strategy number 6. Some things need a human touch. Not everything can be done anonymously. Setting up payments, securing your database, configuring authentication, and handling users' personal information (PIIs) all require careful manual setup and ownership. Know when to rely on AI and when to take control yourself. The recent Lovable incident where database API keys were exposed is a clear warning. We shouldn't discourage vibe coding. It's part of a generational transformational AI revolution. But handling privacy and security seriously is just as important and must not be neglected, no matter the hype or advances in AI. This marks the end of the first episode of Vibe Coding from Noob to Pro. If you found this episode helpful, please like and subscribe so you will get notified for the coming episodes. In the next episode, we'll dive into building your first project from scratch using vibe coding. Stay tuned.